Hey there, Guitaroholics. It's your head holic Wes here, back with another lesson. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I've never taught a full song, but here's the reason behind the change in format. We are smack dab in the holiday season. For me, the holiday season really starts in October because I'm a huge Halloween nerd. But, this was Thanksgiving week here in the States, and we're rolling up on all of our December holidays. So I figured, what do the holidays mean? The holidays are usually friends and family coming together, maybe folks that you haven't seen in a while. And if folks are coming over to your house, there's a good chance that at least one person is going to say, "Oh, what's up with that guitar in the corner? Are you learning how to play guitar? Can you play us all a song?" And I know for myself, I would panic and think, gee, I don't know what to play that is appropriate for, everything from the little cousins to grandma in the corner. So yeah, and everyone's going to kind of raise an eyebrow if you start off. Or if you were learning guitar when I was. So what I'm going to do today is give you a little bit different alternative. Let's say that most folks, when they're starting to play guitar, they're going to start off with an acoustic. So I have a very nice Gibson. Boy, that's bad. It took me a second to remember it's a G45. But most of the acoustics out there, particularly beginner acoustics, aren't necessarily going to have the cutaway. So I grabbed a guitar that would kind of mimic that. And I'm going to show you a song that you can play everything, including the solo, without the cutaway. The solo is an octave down, but I think it sounds really pretty on acoustic. And this is something that I don't think was ever hugely popular. It came out, I don't know, 99, 2000, something like that. And I haven't really heard anything from these guys in a while, so if they're still out there, hopefully they're doing well. I'm going to, after this video, go check them out, see if I can find any more. But this is a very pretty song, and there are a number of ways to play it, and it sounds good every which way. So depending on your skill level, you can play this kind of a beginner's, intermediate, and advanced. So I'm going to give you all three and show you how I play the song, and I'm probably going to wind up singing it, so apologies in advance. I know I don't have a very good singing voice, but it'll just kind of give you an idea of how this will all sound together. But this is a song that's not going to offend grandma, and I think most people are going to be, oh, that's pretty cool. It really looks like you're doing something. So this is a song by Course of Nature called Caught in the Sun. And when I talked about doing this video, some folks sort of implied that maybe it's not a cool song. I think it's a good song. I don't really care if you think it's cool or not. I can guarantee you that this is something you can play in front of your family and not be embarrassed. And still have them walk away like, oh wow, you got some skills. So all right, that's enough of an intro. Let's jump into it. The opening of the song, actually before I get into the opening, let me talk about tuning. I believe the recorded version is double drop D. So the sixth string and the first string are both detuned a full step to D. I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, the first thing that your family hears shouldn't be you tuning your guitar. Hopefully keep it in tune. Secondly, the solo is easier to play in standard, and I just don't see the reason to have the added step of detuning your guitar. The intro and the verses, really, but let's concentrate on the intro. It's a 3-chord progression, and it's B minor, A major, and G major. Now, I'm not playing it. That's fine, but the way it sounds on the recording is more like this. differently. Okay, let's start off with your B minor chord. If you don't know bar chords, this is your full B minor. Now, what am I doing? Okay, for my beginners here, I'm going to tell you every note in the chord. You're going to start off on your root note B, that's your 6th string, 7th fret. Then you're going to do 5th and 4th on the 9th, and the rest you're just going to bar on that 7th fret. Now, in this song, you're letting the 1st and 2nd strings ring open. So you're going to kind of shift around. You're not going to play the 6th string at all in this chord. In fact, you may see me reaching over and muting it. It's an unconscious thing. But you're still going to use your ring and pinky fingers for those 9th fret on the 5th and 4th strings. And you're going to reach up and grab that minor 3rd right there. That's your D note. So that's the 3rd string, 7th fret. And then the 2nd and 1st strings ring open. And you can see my middle finger just sort of automatically comes up and mutes that 6th string just in case I get a little carried away with my strumming. So, bye Luna. Then we're going to our A major chord. And we're still going to leave the 1st and 2nd string open, but how do you make an A major chord? Everybody learns, right? But this is based on the bar chord. So, if you can make an E major, F, G, A, right? Pretty simple. So that's going to be your fingering. But I'll walk through it all for my beginner folks. 6th string, 5th fret, 5th string, 7th, 4th string, 7th, 3rd string, 6th, and then you're barring your 1st and 2nd strings on the 5th fret. Now you're just going to roll your wrist up, leave everything else fingered, except now you have your 1st and 2nd strings open. And then you're going to move that down to G, exact same form. So you put it all together, and this is the intro to the song. Play it twice. Then it's going into the verses. Now, if you're a beginner level, and this next piece is too complicated, it is really, this is my alteration, this is my version of the song. In the recorded version, they're just playing those same 3 chords that we just learned in the intro. They're going to play that through all the verses as well. So you can just kind of start singing while you're still strumming this, right? And Grandma will tell you how handsome you are. Okay, now if you want to add to the complexity a little bit and make it sound a little bit different, we're going to play the same chords, but instead of strumming them, we're going to arpeggiate them. Instead of, okay, and arpeggiating a chord means that you're playing the notes in the chord without strumming, okay? We're going to move to your classic B minor. So it's just like an A minor, moved up a step, okay? But remember I told you that this song is in double drop D. So we're not going to play this high E string when we're arpeggiating our chords. What we're going to do is every chord, we're going to make sure that this D on the 2nd string, 3rd fret remains fretted. And this is going to be the highest note that we play with these chord progressions. So you play your B minor. Now go to the A chord. Now this is usually how you play an A, right? So what we're going to do is play it with this D, okay? So it's 5th string open, 4th string 2nd, 3rd string 2nd, 2nd string 3rd fret. and then we're going to go to the G chord. And you play a G chord just like you always do, but we're not playing that high E string. All right, what notes am I picking? That's a good place to go. So my first two notes are going to be the B octave. So you're going from the 5th string to the 3rd string. Then you play that 2nd string. Oh, I guess I go back and hit the 4th string. We're learning together. And just use that same pattern for each chord. There is your intro and your verse. Now we're going into the chorus. So what I usually like to do is that G, the last beat, strum it. So here's the last section of the verse. What chords to play? Starts off with D, and you'll notice I'm letting that high E ring open now. So this is not D major, nor is it D minor. We're just playing D5. All right, so that's the 4th string open, the 3rd string 2nd fret, the 2nd string 3rd, 2nd string 3rd fret, and the 1st string open. You go to A. This is just your standard A chord. And G. All right. Wes, you did something a little different there for the end. It's not just strumming chords. Yeah, the rhythm changes. So you're playing the B5. So this is like a B power chord. Power chord on your 5th string, 2nd fret. So just B and A. I would recommend listening to the song, playing along. I haven't in a bit, but that's the easiest way to get the rhythm. Or if you're playing the West version, just play along with this video a couple of times and you'll pick up on that. So it's D5, A, G major, and then B power chord. And I like to use the palm of my hand to get like a really good stop. And this is just a power chord. However you make your open power chords, whichever is more conducive to your style of playing. With this, I just tend to bar it. So it's not quite so choppy the second time, and you let it ring, and that's going to bring you right back into your arpeggiated. So what I usually do when I'm just playing this by myself, I will go back into that little arpeggiated piece, and then I'll go back and I will sing my second set of verses over that intro tune. And so this is much more like how the recording is. Yep, pretty simple. It's going to go into the chorus after you do your second round of verses. that's on the second time when you're not doing your choppy notes, you're just kind of letting it ring. And we're going into a key change. Now we're going to go into B flat. So that is a power chord based on the 5th string 1st fret. Go up to C. Then we're going to do the slide up to D. Now, I did that with a full power chord, as in the 3-note power chord. You got, your 1, your 5, and then your 8. Usually for that sliding piece, it's going to sound a little bit better if you just do your 1 and 5. Okay, so that might have seemed like I was going through it pretty quick, but it's 3 chords. It's just your B flat power chord, your C power chord, and slide up to D. Now, the first time around, you're going to end it on a slide up to D. The second time around, you're going to come back here to the B flat. So I'm going to play the last part of the chorus and then go into this little interlude bridge part. So for my beginners, I'm going to ask you to try out the solo, but until you're comfortable playing the solo in front of people, you can just go back and play this intro 2 more times, because that is what the solo is going to bring. But all those who want to tackle the solo, it's not that hard, and it's all based right here on your A major chord. Now, of course, the way it is recorded is up here on the A scale starting at the 17th fret. But that's why I use this guitar. I can't really reach up here. Yeah, nobody wants to hear that. If you have a cutaway, feel free. If you're on an electric guitar, please, by all means, just transpose everything I'm going to show you here at the 5th fret up to the A position higher up on the neck. But I think for an acoustic, this is actually a really good place for it. So I'm going to play through the solo so you know what it's supposed to sound like, and then I'll break it down note for note, and hopefully you'll walk away thinking, oh hey, maybe I just learned my first solo. And this is really a good thing to practice even if you have been playing leads for years. This has some techniques that are always good to incorporate into your own solos. And it's really a good way to think of how can I take the notes out of one chord and make something really unique out of it. And string skipping is going to be your friend. Without further ado, this is the solo for Caught in the Sun. Okay, so there are a couple of things going on in this solo. First of all, I love that they are just driving home that this is A major. And you start that by playing C sharp. So that is just beyond a shadow of a doubt, you're in a major space. So you're going to start off with your 3rd string 6th fret. There's your C sharp. And you're going to go into D, so up a half step. And your first string skip of the solo right here at the front, you're going to go over to your first string 5th fret, then right back to that 3rd string 7th. So what am I doing here? This is going to be kind of your, hi Luna, hey baby. Oh, there's my good girl. Luna just had to come and say hi. This is sort of what I think is the defining piece of this solo, is just going with this C sharp and D. So our first part is going to be that 6 to 7 1st string on the 5th fret, back to the 3rd string 7th. So you're sort of just repeating the same pattern, only you're adding that 2nd string instead of doing your string skip the 2nd time through. And if you are not comfortable with the slide, you can just play that A right here on the 4th string, 7th fret. But I like to take it and slide it down. It's a pretty cool sound and it looks cool too. But depending on your comfort level, you can do the slide, or you can just go the next string up. And you'll notice I give my last notes vibrato. That's totally up to you and your comfort level. So our first section here all together. Okay, we're going to come back up to our A major position. 2nd string, 8th fret. So that's just a walk down, 8, 7, 5. Play that D. So this is kind of calling back to the opening, right? So we're doing their 2nd string, walk down, 8, 7, 5. They go back up to the 3rd string, 7. Back up to your 5th string, 5th fret on the 2nd string. Okay, so we've got our 2nd string walk. The next piece is also starting out just like the solo started. We're going to do a string skip over to the 1st string, 7th fret. Okay. So our hammer-on is the 2nd string, 7th to 8th. And then you'll have to kind of roll your finger over because you're going from fretting the 2nd string 7th to the 3rd string 7th. You got all that right? Okay. And then we're going to end off with octaves. So if you've never played octaves before, these are really, really useful. And while you're playing, B and B. So now we are firmly back in our A major territory, excuse me. We're going to do octaves for B, and as you strum them, your finger, your 1st finger, is going to just sort of mute that middle string. That's that's all you're hearing? Okay. So you're going to go to B, C sharp, which is going to be the same form on your 4th fret, 5th fret, 7th, back to 5th. And then back into the chorus. Okay, when you go back into the chorus, you're going to play through twice the same way that you have been, and then you're going to take that kind of choppy feel and put that throughout the whole chorus. And I'll be honest with you, I don't remember if that is in the recording or if that's just me playing along with more of the vocal rhythm than the actual guitars. It's been a minute since I've actually heard this song, so really I'm teaching you my way of playing it. So there's a little piece thrown in that you can take or leave. It is in the song. So you're going to your 3rd string 12th, and you're doing a walk down, 12, 11, 9, up to the 4th string, 12, 12, 11, and a bend, a half step up. So as you're playing your kind of choppier chords, you end with a strummed G. So all together. They like to kind of slowly arpeggiate these last chords just to show that the song is over. All right. Well, I hope that this is something that you are going to enjoy playing for years to come. I've gotten about 20 years of knowledge from the song so far. Now, I'm going to go grab a really quick swig of water and see if I can't perform this song for you. I imagine there are a lot of folks in this audience that have never actually heard this. Hell, this might have come out before you were born, so that was beyond your control, no worries. But yeah, let me see if I can't sing this thing. All right, y'all, I'm slightly more hydrated, so hopefully my voice won't sound fucking horrible. I tell you what, if I have to cut this, you might have to just go and watch the video if I sound too bad. So here goes. Luna, hey baby, don't knock that over, Daddy's recording. Yeah, I know. Everyone likes you more than they do me. I can't even be mad. Okay. So this is the West version of Caught in the Sun. Hey Guitaraholics, I have had to redo this song like 3 times due to technical difficulties, so let's hope that this records this time. So if it gets cut off, thank y'all, happy holidays. You know, you guys are the best audience. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you can take the time to drop a comment, I always love reading them. Otherwise, this is the West version of Caught in the Sun by Course of Nature. To my distant destination choice, I give anything to hear your voice. I could have passed you on the street without saying a word. Most times, miss the voice goes unheard. What fun is you got caught in the sun. What if I did something take for me to be comfortable with you, with me? You're the chosen one. What if I missed you? You got covered in the sun. What if I did something never to be undone? You were there for me, this I hope and pray. You wait for me, I won't be too late. What if I missed you? You got caught in the sun. What if I did something never to be undone? Will you wait for me? Will I be too late this time? You were there for me, this I hope and pray. Oh, I hope that recorded the whole way through, but boy, my voice ain't great. Anyway, Guitaraholics, thank you and rock on!